What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Melanin Reactions coming at y'all with another one. Today, we've got some Sir Spooks, 11 scary videos that feel sinister. Like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. Of course, let's keep this thing rolling, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. New Zealand is often regarded as one of the most beautiful and peaceful places in the world. But even a setting like that isn't necessarily immune to strange and unexplained moments. This video posted to YouTube by a user known as Grey Downing List 59 shows security camera footage from inside a warehouse in Richmond, New Zealand. At first, everything looks completely normal. A shopping cart sits motionless in the middle of an empty aisle. No one is around. Nothing seems out of place. And then this happens.
Oh. Is that actual people in the background?
Without warning, the cart suddenly begins to move on its own. It doesn't slowly roll either. It shifts with noticeable force, as if something gave it a push.
Yeah.
There's no one nearby, and from what can be seen, there aren't any visible strings or obvious tricks involved. The cart just moves. Moments like this are often associated with poltergeist activity, unseen forces interacting with everyday objects in subtle but undeniable ways. It's also possible something more ordinary is at play. Airflow from ventilation systems or sudden draft inside the warehouse could have been enough to set the cart in motion, especially if the floor is slightly uneven. But let me know what you guys think.
Look, even in a peaceful place like New Zealand, there ain't an inch of this earth where death has not occurred in some shape, form, or fashion. So you gotta. That's why I would say, like, when I, purchase my home and everything, I need to know the history. I need to know what happened in the other houses, what happened on the land, what battles were fought there, if there was any type of, sinister things going on, because you never know. And that's why when you go into a new space that you are going to call your home, you need to cleanse that straight up and down. And even when you get into business, cleanse it, because everybody's energy sticks around.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
On February 16, 2016, a YouTuber known as Pasty Pickle uploaded a video explaining that he was trying to capture something on camera that had been bothering him for a while. According to him, the strange occurrence was first noticed by a friend just a few weeks after moving into the house. Since then, he had been trying to catch it on video, but hadn't had any luck until now.
I literally just talked about this.
This window is where it happens. When you look outside, there will be times when you'll see like a figure in the room, and there'll be no one in here. And I'm gonna try and demonstrate that today. It may not work. Sometimes it doesn't. Let's see what's going in here, just in case it does work. No one in the closet. I hope we're going to debunk this. Alright. Alright. So like I said, it just happens to be the right circumstances or whatever. A figure can sometimes be seen outside of the window. And let's see, today. Holy shit, there's actually a figure today. I actually got it on tape, no way. Wow. Holy shit. Okay, alright. Watch, I'm gonna go open the room. I will, hold on. This is what I'm guys, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, wow.
Dude,
It happened. Yeah, this is like an anomaly that happens at this window.
At first, he moves up close to his bedroom window, attempting to film whatever it is he's been seeing, but nothing appears. So he heads outside, adjusting his angle and pointing the camera back toward the house. And that's when he finally captures something. If you look closely at the upper window, a faint, human-like shape can be seen standing there. It's subtle, but distinct enough to resemble a figure lingering behind the glass. The uploader seems more excited than frightened that he finally managed to record it, which is surprising considering what it appears to show. To some people, this looks like a spirit briefly revealing itself in a place it's tied to. It's also possible that what we're seeing is just a reflection in the window, perhaps from lighting, the camera, or something positioned behind him that's being mirrored in the glass.
Yeah. You know, until you slowed it down, I thought I saw something, but I couldn't really tell. Because his camera work was all over the place. But I mean, it really could just be something that's imprinted into the window. It could be pareidolia, you know. This one's inconclusive. Yeah, I think we're grasping at straws on this one.
In November of 2025, a man named Kyle Anthony posted video to his TikTok account showing himself investigating something deeply unsettling inside his home. According to Kyle, he had been hearing voices coming from his crawl space, enough to make him grab his phone and start recording. Right away, you can hear it in his voice. He's clearly nervous, hesitant to even get close as he slowly approaches the opening. The tension builds as he keeps filming, but for a while, nothing happens. And then,
Shit. Fuck. Shit. I should not have come down here. What the fuck is that?
Boy.
I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
faint but unmistakable, strange sounds begin coming from deep within the crawl space.
Yeah.
They don't sound mechanical or random. They almost resemble distant voices echoing from somewhere out of sight. The noises continue for several seconds, just loud enough to be heard, but not clear enough to fully understand.
Yeah.
It's easy to interpret this as something far more disturbing, the idea that something could be down there, hidden just out of view, making sounds that almost resemble speech. At the same time, there's a chance these noises could be traveling from somewhere else. Sound can carry in strange ways through tight spaces like crawl spaces, potentially making voices from outside or even neighboring areas seem like they're coming from directly beneath the house. It's also possible the audio was added afterward,
True.
with the uploader layering in recorded voices during editing to enhance the effect. But what makes this clip so unsettling is the lack of clarity. You can hear something, but you're left trying to figure out whether it's actually there, or just meant to sound like it is.
Yeah. And that also kind of sounds like heavy footsteps, like 2, 3 heavy footsteps. But one thing I'm not gonna do is this right here. The fact that when he turned around and there's a brick wall behind him, no escape. And then in order to get out, you either have to go under here or just tear through your pipe, which is going to cause more problems. Yeah, we ain't got time for that. I'm not going to put myself in a position where I cannot get out. Nope.
Over on TikTok, a user known as Darkcha posted a video showing something that he claims had been disturbing him inside his Airbnb for about a month. In the clip, the uploader stands just outside a closed door. From the other side, a strange noise can be heard. Slowly, he reaches forward and begins turning the handle, cautiously opening the door to see what's inside. What he captures next is difficult to explain.
What the fuck? Yo, that sent chills down my spine. I got damn near got chicken scared on that one. That's crazy.
As soon as he steps into the room, a strange, smoky figure can be seen standing inside the bathroom. The shape looks almost human, but not fully solid, more like a dark mist forming a figure. And then, just as quickly as it appears, it vanishes.
Not just vanishes though, it collapses in on itself.
The uploader then walks further into the bathroom, looking around, clearly trying to figure out what he just witnessed, but there's nothing there. Some viewers believe the figure could be some kind of entity briefly manifesting, the smoky appearance making it feel less physical and more like something not fully present in our world.
No cuts.
Another possibility is that the effect could be created using editing or visual effects. With the way the figure appears and disappears so quickly, it wouldn't be impossible to recreate something like this with modern video tools.
That's true.
Either way, opening a door and seeing something standing there, only for it to disappear a second later, is the kind of moment that stays with you.
And I understand what he's saying about that because dude was too calm. Way too calm. If I saw something like that, oh my goodness gracious.
Might make you think twice before checking what's behind a closed door late at night.
We're not doing
Reddit user Chunky Metal posted a video to the Ghost subreddit claiming it was recorded by a friend while he was inside his uncle's house one day. At first, the footage seems completely uneventful. Nothing appears out of place until suddenly something happens that changes the entire tone of the clip.
It's tracking something.
D. Front. Door. Center. Center is opened. Disarm now. Disarm now.
Out of nowhere, the front door slowly opens on its own.
Was that
There's
us?
no one visibly standing there, at least not at first. But then, just moments later, a dark, shadowy figure becomes visible at the doorway.
Yeah.
It doesn't enter the house. Instead, it just stands there, completely still. And if you look closely, you can make out what appear to be two glowing white eyes staring from within the darkness. The figure remains motionless for a moment before the clip ends, leaving behind more questions than answers. To some viewers, this feels like a classic shadow entity, something lingering just outside, watching, but not quite crossing the threshold. It's also possible the scene was staged.
Yeah.
The door could have been opened from outside, and the figure may simply be a person standing in low light, with the glowing eyes created by reflection or editing. Either way, seeing your front door open on its own, followed by something standing there silently watching, is enough to send a chill down anyone's spine.
Yeah,
It's the kind of moment that makes you hesitate before ever entering a door again.
Look, my thing is, for you to be able to open my door, just as much as I'm making this video right now, I got something within reaching distance, just in case you want to open my door. You feel me? Like, the fuck? No. Nah. Because I'm pretty sure that that this door was locked. I am pretty sure. Uh, hmm. Then again, I could be wrong. This could be staged.
A TikTok user named Antonio Park filmed the video and posted it to his account on May 6, 2024, and sees him wandering around the hospital basement.
Nah, we're not doing
Whether
that.
or not he was an employee at this particular hospital, or if he was just simply moseying around for video is anybody's guess. Either way, the setting alone is enough to feel unsettling. Dim lighting, empty halls, and the kind of atmosphere that already puts you on edge. As he continues walking through the basement, everything seems quiet, at least at first. But then, around the 28-second mark, something happens.
¿De dónde puede haber salido? Sí. A la mierda.
Out of nowhere, a heavy book suddenly flies off a surface and crashes onto the floor, seemingly all by itself.
I get it.
There's no one nearby, and nothing visibly interacts with it. The force behind it makes it look less like it simply fell, and more like it was thrown. Surprisingly, Antonio doesn't react too dramatically.
Correct.
He continues exploring the basement, but doesn't appear to find anything else out of the ordinary. At first glance, this could be a clear example of poltergeist activity, an unseen force physically interacting with objects in the environment. Another possibility is that the scene was staged. With careful setup, the book could have been pulled or pushed from out of frame to create the illusion that it was thrown. Whatever the case may be, seeing an object suddenly launch itself across the room in a place like that would be enough to make most people turn around immediately.
Yeah.
Because if something can move like that, you have to wonder what else might be down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna call cap on that one. Need more evidence.
TikTok user Leanne Rito posted a video to his account in October of 2023 showing what appears to be a very real moment of panic inside his home.
Okay.
As the clip begins, he moves his phone around the room, clearly shaken, as if he's trying to capture something that's been bothering him. His description makes it even more unsettling, simply reading, "I am terrified. I need urgent help." Take a look.
Okay.
Estoy escuchando ruidos afuera. Son 3:30 de la mañana. Voy a no sé si salir. Ahí está, hija de puta, de vuelta. Es ella. Yo no te voy a tener miedo. Hoy no te tengo miedo. Tengo miedo.
To the left. What the fuck is that?
Date vuelta. Date vuelta. Date vuelta. Date vuelta. Date vuelta. ¿Dónde estás?
A pale, ghostly figure can be seen wandering around the property. It moves slowly, almost aimlessly, but in a way that immediately catches his attention. The moment he sees it, his breathing becomes heavy and frantic. He quickly backs away from the window and retreats further into the house, clearly not wanting to stay near whatever is outside. To some, the figure resembles a classic apparition, something lingering just beyond the home, quietly moving through the darkness. A more grounded explanation is the entire scene was staged.
Correct.
The figure could be someone wearing a ghost-like costume outside, with a quick cut or transition used as the uploader moves to sell the illusion. What makes the clip stand out is how quickly everything unfolds.
Yeah.
One moment he's searching for answers, and the next, he's running from something he clearly didn't expect to see.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about that one down in the comments, because I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one, because just like Sir Spook said, it could be somebody who's really good at editing. Because one thing he doesn't do when he goes down the little walkway, right? He pans to the left, but not all the way to the left. He only does that after like the second or third time of him looking to the left. So me personally, if I see something like that and I'm trying to figure out what it is, I'm panning all the way around slowly. So that way you can see no cuts, or I'll do it quick, but it'll be in a way that you'll be able to see everything. That's what I'm saying.
At around 8:04 p.m. on December 28, 2025, a Reddit user known as Big Daddy 1989 was scanning the night sky somewhere in Sonoma, California, using a PVS-14 night vision device. While doing so, he noticed something unusual moving overhead, and this time he managed to capture it on video.
Oh,
At around the 1:38 mark,
triangle.
a triangular-shaped object comes into view, gliding across the sky. Through the night vision, you can make out 3 faint points of light,
Yeah,
one on each corner of the triangle.
and no sound.
The uploader describes the object as having quick movement and a dim light on each side. He continues, saying, quote, "It made no sound whatsoever.
There we go.
I was facing northeast and the triangle was traveling northwest. This is my second time seeing this triangle. First time I saw it with my night vision tube alone, and this time I had my camera attached / filming and was lucky to capture this shot." End quote. The shape alone is what stands out. Triangular objects like this have been reported for years, often described as silent and moving in ways that
Centuries,
don't
actually.
quite match anything familiar. At the same time, it's simply hard to say what this is based on the footage alone. But sightings like this tend to linger,
Yeah.
especially when they happen more than once.
Well, I will say this: if he's able to go back out there and it happens again, I've got a couple questions. Number one, is there a base around? There's a military installation around. This could be unconfirmed tech. That's number one. Number two, if you're able to see this and there isn't a military base around, then that means that whatever that is active, is actively in the area. Uh, which is a bad situation in itself if you're afraid of that kind of stuff and whatnot. So yeah, yeah. This one I can get down with. I can get down with this one.
If you're watching this anywhere near a closet right now, you might want to double check it before going to sleep tonight. This video was posted to TikTok by user Bundeloj Kermish on January 23rd, 2026. In it, the uploader is simply recording a casual video to send to a friend, nothing out of the ordinary. At least that's how it starts.
But yeah, it was super fun.
Clothing moving. Oh,
Yeah, I'll see if you can come over in a bit.
oh hell no.
You should bring your dog.
Dog, holy water, salt, uh, pieces of iron. Like, come on, man.
Your dog's
Get up.
really big and cute.
Get
Nope.
up and look. Get up and look.
Mom?
Right here, if you focus on the closet in the background, something unsettling comes into view. A face. Peeking out just enough to be seen,
With
almost as if
no
it's watching her.
eyeballs.
And when you really look at it,
And no
it doesn't
mouth.
seem abstract or distorted. It genuinely resembles a human face hiding in the darkness. Moments like this immediately
dark
raise a
spots where it's
disturbing
supposed to be.
possibility. The idea that someone could actually be inside the closet,
Yeah.
quietly watching without being noticed. The scene could also be staged.
Correct.
It could simply be a friend hiding inside the closet, intentionally positioning themselves to look as creepy and unnatural as possible on camera. What makes it linger though is how subtle it is. It's not obvious at first glance,
Yeah.
but once you notice it, your eyes keep drifting back to that same spot.
Yeah. Hey, That's another reason, especially when I go to bed at night, closet doors are shut. I had experiences when I was a child, you know what I'm saying? Was seeing stuff in the closet. And this wasn't like a overly active imagination. This was stuff that was actually happening. So nope, not today, not tomorrow, and show not yesterday.
This next video was uploaded to YouTube by a man named Paul Sparrow all the way back in October of 2006. The footage shows a dark woodland area at night, along with what appears to be an abandoned structure. For the first 20 seconds, nothing particularly unusual happens, just an eerie, quiet atmosphere,
Okay.
until this.
Where's it gone? There was something there. Sure, I saw something. Where is it? It was around here somewhere. Oh, it's here somewhere, but it's gone. Oh, I don't know where it is.
In the video's description, Paul provides the following context. Quote, I took a borrowed color night shot camera to the woods near my home to try to capture a reported ghost sighting. When I caught sight of something, I tried to steady the camera and zoom in, but whatever it was disappeared as quickly as it appeared.
Yeah.
End quote.
It literally
It's
disappeared.
clear that Paul noticed something in the darkness before the camera fully picked it up. But once he zooms in, the figure becomes visible. The shape appears distinctly ghostly, slightly hunched, draped in what looks like robes, almost resembling a Grim Reaper. Just as suddenly as it appears, the figure vanishes. Paul can be heard saying, quote, where's it gone? There was something there. I'm sure I saw something. End quote. He then walks toward the spot where he claims to have seen it, only to find nothing. For some, this is compelling evidence of a supernatural presence tied to a specific location.
Yeah.
In European folklore, wooded areas are often linked to restless spirits, and the figure's cloaked appearance has drawn comparisons to the Grim Reaper or wandering revenants, entities said to briefly manifest before vanishing without a trace. Others remain skeptical, suggesting it could be a hoax.
Could be.
Some point out how unusual it is that Paul seemed to know exactly where to aim the camera. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
Well, yes, it could be a hoax, but in the same breath, if people have talked about this spirit being there in that particular area or around in that area, I mean, if it's on a loop, you know, it's going to repeat the same path each and every single time. It's going to do the same thing each and every single time. So we 50-50 on that one.
This final video dates all the way back to May 11th, 2008, and was posted by a YouTube user known as NickDude200. According to Nick, he was simply filming his little sister inside their dad's living room. Just a normal, harmless moment caught on camera. But something unexpected ended up being captured in the background.
Beth. Hello. What are you doing? TV. What you watching?
He didn't even notice.
As his sister happily says hello to the camera, something far more unsettling can be seen
Crazy
outside.
thing about it is,
Right there, near the window, a figure briefly appears moving past the glass. It's only visible for a couple of seconds,
Yeah.
but the shape is clear enough to resemble a
I'll pause it real
ghost
quick, y'all.
as it
Hold on.
passes by. The moment
Right over her head, like over here, right, and right over her head, you do not see this figure. It appears like right here in this third window frame.
is quick, almost easy to miss, but once you notice it, it changes the entire feel of the
Hold on,
clip.
hold on. You can kind of see it right here. You can kind of see. So over here, you definitely don't see it, but here it starts to materialize and it becomes ever more present as it comes through here and then kind of disappears as it goes by.
To some, it looks like a figure wandering just outside the home,
Yeah.
something passing by at exactly the wrong moment. At the same time, it could be something far less mysterious.
And
Reflections, lighting, or even someone outside moving past the window.
look, up here, it's a lot more transparent. Oh, that almost looks like a face. Eye, mouth, nose. That's crazy. But in pareidolia, but down here, it's a lot more solid. So that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird.
Create a similar effect on camera. It's the timing that makes it unsettling.
Yeah.
1 second
just
everything
chilling.
feels completely normal, and the next something is there, and then gone just as quickly.
Yeah.
And that was 11 scary.
Yeah, yeah. Whew, that's crazy. Mm, that last one, yeah, I can get down with that one. Uh, let's see. Today. Hold on. Is somebody? I feel like somebody. Well, maybe not. We're just there. Okay, cool. As always, I do my cards and whatnot. It says focus on the image below. Describe what you see. Peace and tranquility. Uh, this is kind of like a thinking moment for me, reconnecting with nature. Yeah, but that was 11 spooky videos, y'all. If you like my content, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, with a friend, with a friend of a friend of me. Uh, and like I said, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.